If you only had 24 hours to explore a city, what would you do?
I'm gonna speed up.
Mountains cover 83% of Nantou County. The highest mountain and the highest point on a public road in Taiwan are both located in Nantou. Taiwanese high mountain tea has a unique taste. The secret is the water and mist up here. This makes the tea leaves softer and increases the amount of pectin in the leaves compared to those grown at lower altitudes. Nantou has both high altitude mountains and lower foothills, which gives its tea an edge over other regions in terms of cultivation, yield, and variety. Let's head to 𝑵𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒐𝒖 at 2,500 meters above sea level and try some of Nantou's high mountain tea.
这种是比较毛茶一般，我们高山乌龙的这种特色。然后这种就属于是有焙过、烘焙过，它这就是重发酵的红茶。
Tea master told me that these 3 cups of tea are all made from the same leaves, but the difference is that the fermentation and roasting levels which give each tea its own color and flavor. On top of that, the taste and the texture of Taiwanese high mountain tea are truly unique. The secret lies in the high altitude moisture and mist, which makes the leaves softer and richer in pectin than those from the lower elevations.
You never know a small change can make such a big difference in taste. My personal highlight would probably be the first one, because you can really taste the flowery and the fruity aroma in it.
After enjoying the rich, flavorful high mountain tea, you definitely can't miss the great teas from Nantou's lower elevation. In 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒐𝒖 Township, which is at an altitude of 600 to 800 meters, the temperature, humidity, and terrain are very similar to those in India's Assam tea region. In 1925, Assam black tea was introduced and trialed here. Later on, Taiwan has made improvements in tea cultivation. 𝒂𝒏𝒕𝒐𝒖 has become known as the home of Taiwan black tea.
If you're interested in how black tea is made, you can also join a half-day tour experience. So, I'm going to meet up with Hugo at a tea farm. Hello.
嗨，
你好。
嗨
那请你帮我介绍一下。
好，没问题。
Hugo，请问那这是什么样的品种的茶？
那这一颗就是台湾原生种。
Oh, so this is Taiwan's original tea tree. Has a really straightforward shape. We're gonna go find number 18. That's derived from the original tea tree. So how to tell the difference between the original tea tree and the number 18 is that you can look at the color of the sprout. The sprout has a yellow greenish color, and the original sprout has a reddish color. And the leaves, look at the leaves, the shape and the size has a little curvy shape. This kind of smells like cinnamon and mint. 还有什么样的茶？
够台茶8号、台茶21号。
So there are 4 types: original tea tree, camellia, number 8, number 18, and 21. Naming the tea, it's kind of like naming your own child. The older they are, the smaller number they are. But out of this farm, there are 4 strains. I can still barely tell which one they are. But after learning all the characteristics, I think I'm ready to make my own black tea. Do you know what happens after the tea leaves are harvested? We're about to reveal the secret of tea making. Let's go find out.
There are 4 steps in black tea manufacturing process. The first step is to leave the tea leaves indoors for 18 to 22 hours to let the moisture evaporate. This process is called withering.
This is after the process of withering, so it feels softer and drier after the water and juices have been evaporated. You can really smell the leaves too. Kind of like tea now. Now we're gonna move on to the next step, rolling. Like that? 像这样吗？
对，慢慢加压。
So the main process of rolling is that you have to roll it in a ball. So you make sure you kind of squeeze the juices as you're rolling. But then you also want to break it apart. You don't want it to make it a ball shape. So you can roll them evenly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I booked another event before the nighttime, so I'm gonna speed up.
Where you press and twist the leaves by hand to release their juices, which is the key for the third step, fermentation. Once the leaves are fully fermented, the final step is to dry them.
Okay, we're gonna let it set a little bit to ferment a little bit before we get to the drying process. Ooh. Well, it's really warm inside. Okay, since we're gonna wait about half an hour, why don't we go try some tea? Tea appreciation time. We got 6 cups. It's kind of like having a blind date, so I'm gonna have a little taste to see how they taste like and what their characteristics are like. Wow, it's really light and refreshing. It has a little caramel and flowery scent. I'm gonna pick my favorite. Definitely stronger than the first one. The aroma is stronger. Whoa, I love this one. This one has a woody kind of aftertaste to it, but it's not bitter. Personally, I love the flavor that's lighter. Just like picking a coffee, I like the blonde roast better. This would be my top pick. And I think this one would be the original Camellia. I got it right? Okay, I actually have the answers on my exams. I have a little cheat sheet at the bottom. So this one's definitely the Camellia original tea tree. They also have delicious desserts that incorporate black tea inside. So I ordered some desserts. Oh, they're here. 谢谢 Hugo. Thank you. Brownie looking braised tofu. Oh, it's actually softer than I expected. Oh my God. Actually tastes really puffy, just like the angel fruit cake, the sponge cake. But the layer of the black tea aroma really goes out when you bite into it. The juices just comes out. Wow, you can actually taste the ground black tea leaves in there. Gelato and black tea, perfect combination. This is gonna be the first black tea I ever made. I had so much fun today. Wow, walking through the tea farm and making my own black tea, I've learned so much about tea. There are different strains and different tastes and different characteristics. And I think it's about time. I have a book a special event after this. You're gonna be surprised.
During April and May, you can find fireflies in this mountain area. It's a nighttime party in nature. Fireflies are highly selective about their environments. They only live in mountain areas without environmental pollution. It's becoming harder and harder to find them nowadays.
It's almost 6:30 p.m. It's a perfect time to watch fireflies. They're most active between this time until 8 p.m. But before our trip, let's listen to the tour guide on instruction of how to protect the fireflies and the environment. Hey, Leo!
哎 ，Kevin，
现在看我去看萤火虫，对不对？
没错。
Leo told me that to see fireflies, we need to go further in, where there's less light interference. Wow! Can you see the fireflies? It's truly amazing! In recent years, Nantou County has put a lot of effort into environmental conservation, which is why we can see so many fireflies, the indicators of environmental quality. Now, Nantou has become one of the most popular areas to see fireflies in Taiwan, and Sunburn Lake is the best place.
Wow, the fireflies were way over my expectation, and this is definitely making the top of my list for Nantou. Now let's get ready, head back to town.